this video, we're gonna make salt and pepper pork chops, and that's one of the popular dishes in Chinese restaurants here in Hawaii. And you know, it's just, I mean, it's hard to go wrong with pork, but this is really a nice dish. So to start off with, we're gonna add some cornstarch and flour. I've got some salt that we're gonna put in here. And then we have white pepper that I'm gonna be using, 1 teaspoon. And then we're gonna mix it together. Now, I have pork chops here, thin cut, that have already been pre-marinated. And it was marinated in garlic salt, a little bit of soy, and some dry sherry. So they've got some flavor in them, and then we're gonna go ahead and fry them. One of the things I highly recommend is that you get a thermometer, because that way you're not guessing. I know that people like to, you know, you'll fry and you throw some flour in to test it. And it's good, you know, it'll get the job done, but what I wanna do is when I cook, I wanna make sure I'm really sort of precise in how my temperatures are. And so I have an actual thermometer that is in the oil here, and I got it at 350 degrees, and the oil is now ready to go. So I'm gonna take my pork chops, the thin cut, and we're gonna flour them essentially. I do wanna make sure that I get all the excess flour off, because it's not a batter per se, it's just a light dredge. So I'm gonna pat it to try to get all that extra to come off. And then we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oil. Keep in mind, when you start frying this, you're gonna have to keep an eye on the temperature, and you may have to raise or lower the temperature to keep the temperature even. But you see how, now that I know that it's 350 degrees, I can put the product in, and it's perfectly ready to go and fry. Let me put another one in. When you're doing this dish, you gotta make sure you don't overcrowd the pan, because overcrowding the pan is gonna have your temperature drop too quickly, and then you won't be able to recover it, and then you'll just be sitting there in cool oil, soaking up all of that grease into the product. So right now, I'm gonna put 2 in because it looks like 2 will fit comfortably in there. I'm adjusting my temperature. We're gonna go ahead and fry these. I'm gonna go finish the batch here, but we're gonna fry them till they're golden brown, then we're gonna take them out. And then we're gonna come back and just quickly finish the dish, and it'll be ready to serve. Okay, so we finished frying the pork chops. As you can see, they're nice and golden and crispy and ready to go. Now we need to finish it. This is the part that makes it the salt and pepper pork chops. So I have my pan that I was frying in. I took the oil out, I wiped it out, and it's still very, very hot. Now I have, this is a red jalapeno that I'm slicing up, and we're gonna actually finish the flavoring by sizzling the pepper, the green onions, and some salt with a little bit of the fryer oil that we have. So I'm taking some of the fryer oil, putting it back in the pan, and you see the pan is smoking, and that's really important. It needs to be very hot. Now, I'm gonna throw my salt in, I'm gonna throw the pepper in, and I'm gonna throw the green onions in, and very quickly sizzle that. So I'm seasoning and flavoring the oil, and then I'm gonna take the pork chops and add them back in and toss them. Okay, then we're gonna go ahead and plate them. You might wanna be careful when you're doing this, because as the oils come out of the chilies, it might be a little pungent on your nose, so just be ready for that. I'm tossing it, I'm coating and glazing. We're building this nice, awesome platter up here. This is one of my favorite dishes when we have, when we have the value packs on sale. Perfect dish for that. Now I'm gonna take whatever's left of the garnishes here. We'll just go ahead and put that on here. Now you can adjust the heat based on what you like, the green onions based on what you like, the salt based on what you like, but essentially, here's the dish, and we've got some really nicely made gonlo man on the side. But here is the salt and pepper pork chops for you guys to enjoy, and you can see it here. You can smell the garlic in there. There's from the garlic salt, and there's that heat from the jalapenos and the green onions. But It's looking really crispy and wonderful, so I'm gonna sign off so that I can take a little bite of this product here. But for more recipes like this, you can visit us at foodland.com.